So the beginnings of Craft Academy is an amazing story in my opinion. Me and Raoul got to meet each other at open source community that we both were members of, and we did a lot of work on the various open source projects. Me living in Sweden and him living in South Africa was not a problem at that time because we worked fully remotely. And when I started this boot camp, I needed someone to be my wingman, so I asked Raoul to join the team.
Yeah, that was how we pretty much started, and from there on, we just kicked up the ball, started writing, some materials for the first group that we got, and you know, kept going. And over time, we've been improving the materials till where we are today. What is the number of code we graduated?
Oh, I think we're on like 8, 9, or 10.
Yeah.
2.5 years later. This is actually the first time we get to meet each other,
Finally.
which is amazing in my opinion. We've been working remotely countless hours,
Yeah.
thousands of hours
Yeah.
together over the years, and here we stand.
So, how do I work with students? Like my normal day, since I work mostly remotely with the student, is I have to connect in the morning via Google Hangout, right? And I usually interact with them, over Slack with chat. If we need to do something, we'll jump in a video call, share your screen, and then I can see what they're doing and give them some guidance. I mean, like the technology allows for so many things nowadays. Like you can be at the 1,000 miles away from someone and still be able to deliver some useful work with the person, right? So yeah.
And working in agile teams remotely is of course challenging from time to time, but as Raoul just said, technology today is amazing and we can work on pretty complex stuff with teams scattered all across the globe. Um, as long as we speak the same language, we understand the same processes, and we are dedicated to do the same thing together as a collaborative effort and deliver working software. That's what it's all about. Look, it's never too late to enter the industry. It's not as hard as it might appear to be. It's everything that we do is within your reach. That's the piece of advice I would give to everyone that is looking into transitioning into software development. However, you need to be passionate about the things that we do and the things that you want to build, and you have to be able. We have to be prepared to put in long hours and hard work, because if you do, you will succeed in this transition.
So I think, like as you mentioned right now, the most important thing is of course the passion, right? So you need to be motivated about learning the whole thing, and as well as putting in the right amount of time is very important in getting to this goal. I would say to entrepreneurs, I think one of the biggest challenge with entrepreneurs in general is finding the right people to sort of like help them build their ideas, right? We've had students that came through the camp, for instance, just for the purpose of getting the know-how of how it is to build a software, just so that they could later on choose the right partner to become CTO with them and build the application, because then they get an understanding of what's really going behind the scene when we're building the software. And some of them have gone to actually, work themselves on their projects. So it's not something like, it is doable. You can do it if you put in the work for it.
And I also think that it's very important to embrace and understand the process of grabbing an idea from its core, from its very beginning, and transform it into actionable points where you can start to code and actually implement some solutions, to the part when you start to deploy and start to verify your idea by having real users interacting with your software application or whatever service you're building. And this is something that you can learn how to do with a bootcamp like ours. So you can build the first iteration or the first version of your product. So we welcome all entrepreneurs to our bootcamp, and we think it's an awesome ride to work with them to transform those ideas into software.
Craft Academy bootcamp with one sentence: hard work, dedication, and keep grinding. I'm not sure how that summarizes it.
No,
but
that's a tough one. And
yeah.
for me personally, what I would say is that the Craft Academy Bootcamp is an environment when we can gather people together and create an environment when amazing stuff are happening. Nice ideas are being born, they are being executed, built upon, and shipped. And shipped code, workable code, is the primary measurement of success, in my opinion. That's what we do here at Craft.
Yeah.